Well, tonight, Chowan men back at home as they step in Northern Division or Southern Division play. A little crossover game tonight as he hosts St. Augustine's, a game that was made up from back in December. Both teams being buzzed off the floor, getting ready for a national anthem. But before we do that, let's talk with Coach Brett Benson about tonight's action coming up against St. Augustine.
Going at Helm Center tonight is a stay in conference play, but go across division against St. Aug, a game that was postponed back from December. And I visit here with Coach Brett Benson. Coach, a little bit of a mixed bag over the last two outings. A terrific win at home on the overtime against Lincoln on Wednesday night, and then a tough one on the road at Virginia Union on Saturday.
Yeah, we played well against Lincoln here. You know, it was a foul shooting contest, and we played pretty good defense. And then at Saturday at Virginia Union, we didn't make shots early. We didn't make shots in the middle. We didn't make shots late. And we played well enough defensively. We just didn't get the ball to go in the basket. And they're pretty good at home. They always have been over the years. And tough game for us, but we're back tonight against a team with their record doesn't show it, but they've been in a bunch of close games. And Gatewright's as good as anyone in the league, and they've got 3 or 4 other guys that can shoot the ball. So, you know, it'll be a challenge.
Coach, when we look at this point in the season, it's kind of like the dog days of basketball season, late January, early February. It's when kids start to hit the wall a little bit. But your kids have played a lot of minutes. I think it's a little bit of both, a lot of minutes, and maybe this time of the year to maybe it's caused your team some problems here late.
Yeah, and, you know, you're playing good teams in the league, and, you know, we've got a bunch of film on you, and they're taking some things away from us we normally do. And we knew that would happen. And like you said, Mahan's out tonight with a foot. He's been on it all year, sore, really. And Bang and Kelly, they're sore, and you know, Gus has had a strained calf and an ankle injury as well. So every team goes through it, but we've really went through it this year as far as dealing with some adversity with injuries. But we'll have 9 guys dressed tonight. We'll have 6 guys that are money guys. So the other 3 are guys that, you know, hopefully they can contribute a little bit.
Well, Tayshawn Young, also Xavier Young, and along with Travion McPhail really stepped up for you against Lincoln.
Yeah, they did. They really sparked us. You know, they got in there, and it's tough on those guys. They haven't played a lot, and I just put them in there, and they did a nice job. And really, they were the difference in the game. Yeah,
they really were. Now, you look to St. Aug, you were talking about it briefly a few moments ago, Coach. They're 6-14, but they could very easily be 14-6 when they close games. Other than Gatewright, what caused you some concern with his team?
Well, they play well together. McDaniel shoots the ball well. He's not averaging a lot of points. We recruited Gaddy. He's shooting over 40% from 3, and their big kids are solid. They can step out and shoot, and just a solid team. They play hard. They'll run stuff. They want to try and keep the game in the 60s. So, you know, we'll just see what happens. We'll have to rebound much, much better than what we did at Virginia Union. We got smashed on the glass.
Coach, by the time we get it on, have a good one.
Okay, thanks, man.
That is Coach Brett Benson, his team at home tonight here against St. Augustine's. I'm joined here by my partner, Robert Burns. And I tell you, Robert, we were treated to a good ball game here back on Wednesday night when Chowan came on to win in overtime against Lincoln. But Chowan goes on the road and has trouble getting it in the basket on Saturday, and as they win to Virginia Union. So you don't know what you're going to get from Chowan here tonight. These kids have got to be tired. They've been playing a lot of minutes here of late. So it'll be interesting to see what unfolds tonight.
And like you heard Coach Brad Vincent say, you know, you got 6 money guys. That's not a lot of guys. And St. Aug's probably going to have a few more than Chowan does. But we're playing a pretty good St. Aug team here, even though the record doesn't show it.
Yeah, you're right. And St. Aug, Ty Gatewright is a tremendous player. He's a 6'4" senior, averaging 19 points a game, one of the leading scorers here in the league. But, you know, they can go inside to Harrison, who's really good inside on rebounding. He averages 4.3 boards a game, but he's very good down in the low block, rebounding the basketball. So this team can go inside and outside. They have been hurt by losing a couple players. One player they don't have who really tormented Chowan over the last 3 or 4 years was a guy who was a leading rebounder in the league for a couple of years. He graduated in Quincy January, who now dons a Harlem Globetrotters uniform. We will not have to deal with his athleticism inside, but I think it's tonight who's got wheels left, who's got legs left. We saw Chowan down the stretch in Lincoln, when the guys were fouling out. We saw foul shots not go in, and a lot of times when you see shooting percentage that goes down, it goes back to the tiredness of your legs. We'll see who's got the fresh legs tonight.
Right, and Chowan's really going to have to string it together, and the last game we saw at home against Lincoln was very impressive. You saw a lot of bench players step up, a lot of role players step up, and a lot of tired legs that stepped up.
Yeah, we'll see who's got what here tonight. As Chowan's going to Trayvon McPhail, think about him, Robert. He went from not playing any minutes to getting a lot of minutes against Lincoln. Plays 22 last week, plays 22 minutes against Virginia Union, and is starting tonight. So what a turnaround for him in a matter of 5 days. And Chowan's going to control the tip. And McPhail will fire up to three right on cue, but it wouldn't go. Tapped around inside and recovered by Craig McDaniel for St. Aug. The Falcons dressed in all blue tonight, Chowan in home white. Chowan at 12-7, 5-6, 2-3. St. Aug 6-14, 2-8, 2-3, and to get it inside. And the jump hook is up and good by DJ Harrison. There's Harrison with a big 6'8" frame down inside, making the first basket of this ball game. St. Aug leads this series, Robert. Here's Sanders on the inside for Chowan at 11-6. They beat Chowan 3 times last year on each other's home court, and then in the opening round of the CIAA tournament. Here's Sanders for 3 out on the right, and it's no good. Chowan is 0 for 2 already from beyond the arc tonight. They come in shooting 34.7%. Here's a pull-up jumper from right on the right out of Gaithwright's hands. No good. Rebounded right near the free throw line by Tim Bing, who's back in the lineup tonight. He did not play in that win over Lincoln.
I'll tell you what, if the pace keeps up like this, I think the Hawks are going to have the advantage.
Yeah, we'll see. Here's Kelly trying a three, and it's no good. But Chowan not finding trouble outside, not getting any success outside the arc. Here's Gaithwright with the basketball. Nearly lost it, but kicks it back out to McDaniel. McDaniel far side to Gaithwright, who's drawn the defense here from Tim Bing, and Chowan's man-to-man. He'll bounce it away on the right wing to Cornell Norfleet. Here's Norfleet, goes over in the corner with the basketball, works Craig McDaniel. McDaniel working off a pick. They tried to go back to inside, and the ball's knocked away from DJ Harrison, and coming from the backside to knock it away is going to be McPhail.
Yeah, that was really good defense by McPhail.
Chowan was doing a good job. They were trying to run a little give and go out on the right of the lane. So St. Aug inbounds with 4 seconds to shoot, and 18-15 showing on that second half clock. Here's Gaithwright, will arch it up just before the buzzer sounds, and it's no good, but the long rebound is chased down by Herc Williams, a 6'7" junior out of Manassas, Virginia. Here's a penetration move going inside. Bodies all over the floor, no call. It goes to Gaithwright, and he'll stick it in.
Those offensive boards are really killer.
Yeah, they are. And it's a 4-0 lead as Rowland will push it front court. Gus scoreless up at Virginia Union. McPhail another three, and this one's good.
3 shot attempts and 4 shot attempts and 4 3-pointers attempted.
McPhail has made his 7th 3-ball of the year. Back the other way, jumper deep left corner, no good out of the hands of Harrison. Rebounded by Chowan as they'll move it front court. Here's Bing, coast to coast, fired up the layup and got fouled on the way. Eric Brink, a long-time CIAA with official with the call. He's going to indicate the foul to be on Craig McDaniel, his first and the team first. St. Aug team was picked 9th overall and 6th in the Southern Division. Chowan picked 11th overall and 5th in the Northern Division in the preseason polls. Here's Bing at the line, looking his first point of the night, and he's got it. The District Heights Maryland junior.
Looks like the legs aren't tired yet.
Yeah, 78% free throw shooter, coming off 14-point effort at Virginia Union on Saturday. Game that Chowan lost 70-55, and Bing makes both. And Chowan, after spotting St. Aug, a 4-0 lead, has come back to score the next 5 and lead at 5-4 in front of a very small, sparse crowd here tonight at the Helm Center. Folks still kind of drifting in a little bit, but nothing like the crowd we expect. Gaithwright to the rack. Runner no good. High for the rebound. Going to be Sanders. And Coach Marcus Johnson, who's on his 5th year in the bench at St. Aug, up and wanting a foul from one of the Chowan players. He's getting into the officials here on the near side. Here's Rowland to the rack. Underneath. Turns and scores.
Wow.
Rowland with a
Impressive
great
body
swing.
control.
It was. And he got in there amongst the big guys, his Rowland. So Gus making sure he's not going scoreless back-to-back nights here early. There's the ball tipped away by Sanders, stolen away by Rowland on the turnover. Sanders back the other way and then lay it in.
Gaddis, did you see how Gus just threw it up and knew Demetrius was going to be there? He's just more athletic than most people you're going to see on a basketball court.
Chowan with a 9-0 run now, and they lead at 9-4. Gus Rowland trying to get this crowd and this Chowan bench into the ball game here. Another steal inside. McPhail to Kelly, who knocked it loose. Some back-to-back turnovers here by St. Aug. Here's Kelly trying to go back the other way, and he stepped out of bounds with it. So Chowan will give it right back on the Kelly turnover. And here comes the first substitution. It's going to be 2 substitutions for St. Aug. They will insert Otis Hill Jr., a 5'10" junior out of Charlotte, North Carolina, and Rashad George, a 6'4" redshirt sophomore from out of Raleigh, North Carolina. To the lineup for the first time, and he'll move it front court with the ball in his hands. Going to be Hill. Takes over the point guard spot. Gaithright, wide open look from out on the right, no good. Gaithright has taken 99 3 balls coming in and made 36. Well, 36.3% average coming in. But it misfires here, and Chowan's got a chance to add to their lead. Bing step back 3 ball. It's rims out, coming through the lane to grab the rebound. It's going to be DJ Harrison for St. Aug. Quickly back the other way and stepping out of bounds with it and turning it over. It's going to be Rashad George. So another turnover here for Lincoln here early in this one. They got 3 early turnovers, and Chowan's been able, Robert, to take advantage of those turnovers.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty clear the Hawks are going to come out shooting.
Shooting it a lot better. I had to get here today to get against Virginia Union on Saturday. And here is Demetrius Sanders jumping no good. Foul put back up by Kelly. Did he get it? It's going to be a 3-point play. Fouls on the shot. Official's going to confer underneath. Let's see. After what we saw the other night, who knows? Let's see. They got 2 shots coming for Kelly. And here is my question. Well, they give him the basket. So a 3-point play opportunity coming here for Michael Kelly. A foul, by the way, was whistled on Rashad George, St. Aug. Kelly trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play, and a little strong with a free throw, and it's no good, and rebounds off the Falcons, who jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Now they trail here 11-4 here at Chowan. Chowan trying to break a 3-game losing streak to St. Aug. Near steal by Rowland at front, but Hill's got it. And to Gaithright. He'll pull up just inside the arc on the right to short again. Speaking of tired legs, Gaithright looks like he might have him here early.
Oh, absolutely. He's ice cold from the start.
Here's Sanders getting it from Rowland right back to Gus, and they'll whip it to McPhail at the top of the key. Now back to Rowland on right in front of the St. Aug bench. Rowland one-hands the pass to Kelly. Kelly almost lost it, almost tried to get it the back door to Sanders, but a nice move defensively by Hill. Here's Rowland inside, back out to McPhail. He'll arch up the 3, and it's no good. They fight for the rebound, finally grabbed underneath by Harrison.
Gaddis, you got to think that Brad Vincent had a talk with the Chowan players about shooting some 3-pointers, because that's all they've been doing.
Yeah, Coach Vincent, who's a big proponent of 3-point shooting. And Gaithright misses again on the drive, rebounded by Kelly. He'll give it away to Rowland. 14-27 to go into half. Chowan's jumped out to 11-4 lead here at home against St. Aug. Back out to Kelly. Kelly over to Bing. As Chowan works around the perimeter. Chowan shot 27.3% in the first half. Virginia Union got behind early, could never recover. Here's Rowland now with 8 to shoot. Gus working against pressure from Gaithright. Crossover dribble against Gaithright. Chowan got to go quickly, and the shot clock's going to expire. Rowland got his back turned to the basket. He never saw it. Well, that's going to get us to our first media timeout. 14:01 to go in the first half. Chowan leads St. Aug 11-4. We're back after this short timeout. Chowan with 11-4 lead here at home against St. Aug. Gaddis Hodges alongside Robert Burns in this one. In front of a sparse crowd of Hawk fans here tonight in the Helm Center. Don't see many St. Aug fans either at all. A small group down to our right.
Mr. Gaddis, I hate to tell you, but they're not at the cafeteria tonight.
Yeah, you're right. Well, it's another event going on tonight. Might be taken away from this a little bit, and we'll get to it later. Here's a run underneath by a heel. Kicks it over the corner to George. His jumper's good. Rashad George with 3 from deep in the left-hand corner. And St. Aug had been nearly 5 minutes without a bucket. It's 11-7 lead for Chowan. He's back door. It goes to Sanders. Shot blocked away by George. We got a foul underneath on George. On a nice pass from McPhail up front. Official underneath indicated a foul to be on George. It's going to be a second and the team third here for the visiting Falcons. How about it, Robert? We played to the 13.5-minute mark, and we've only got 3 fouls. Chowan has none.
You know, this is kind of back to typical CIAA basketball where the refs are going to let them play.
Yep. And here's the free throws up and good by Sanders.
A little bit of a differential between our 7-hour women and men workday.
Yeah.
A couple days ago.
Yeah, exactly. Sanders makes the first. Demetrius playing against his hometown school, St. Aug, and he rims out the second. Sanders from out of Raleigh, not too far away from the St. Aug campus. There's a ball inside, knocked away by Kelly. Another steal by Chowan. Kelly gets it away to Gus. Nearly threw it away. And back to Kelly. Kelly inside, and he lost it. Sold away by Otis Hill, and he gave it right to Pip, to Bing, and Bing to Sanders. He'll flush the ball dunk.
Yeah, he's not going to have much trouble finishing that one off. Give the fans something to cheer about.
Hot potato it was. Already 5 turnovers here. Here's a jumper way out on the far side that misses. Here out of the hands of Cornell Northley. And we'll move back the other way for Chowan. Hawks up in front, 14-7. Here in this crossover matchup between St. Aug and Chowan. This game was originally scheduled for December 11th, but it was some inclement weather here in the state of North Carolina, especially in Raleigh area, and St. Aug couldn't get out of Raleigh to get here. So that's why we're playing tonight. Here's Bing over in the left corner, working off a pick from McPhail, trying to back down inside, turn away jumper, 15-footer.
Nice.
Money for Tim Bing. Boy, it's good to have Tim back in the lineup after missing the last home game here against Lincoln.
Yeah, really nice move right there by Bing.
Here's George with it, working off a pick from Bing. On Bing, he'll take it to the rack and score. He caught Bing leaning to the right, and George took it right to the rack and scored with a nice move to the left. Redshirt sophomore hit 4 in that tough loss down at Fayetteville State on Saturday when St. Aug squandered a 14-point lead on the road. Sanders had a notion, didn't take it. Now one hand's the pass to Kelly. He'll arch up the 3. This one short, came straight down, and trying to corral it and finally doing so is going to be Jalen Gaddy, the 6'4 junior out of Raleigh. Transfer from the Lewisburg Community College. Here's a drive down inside, laid up and in by Hurt Williams. Williams' his first field goal of the afternoon, or the evening, I should say. Here's Bing going back door to Sanders. He'll scoop up the wild shot. It wouldn't go, but he drew the foul underneath. Could be on Harrison, I believe. Let's see what the official underneath will indicate. It will be on Harrison. Going to be his first and the team 4th. Robert, we look at a young man who's coming to the ball game, man, Gaddy. Gaddy along with Jadarian Wade, Chowan's injured junior college transfer who was leading scorer at the time before he got injured. Played together at Lewisburg Junior College a year ago.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of St. Aug's guys are JUCO guys.
Yeah.
Brunswick Community College is probably 30 minutes from the house.
Yeah.
Usually has a pretty decent basketball program.
Yeah, they do. Pretty outstanding baseball program as well.
Usually. I hate them, but.
Yeah. Here, Sanders making one. Can he make both? Trying to extend the Chowan lead. He does. He gets it to 7. 7 points already for Demetrius. Demetrius at 17 on Saturday up at Virginia Union. This is not Chowan's day, losing 70-55. Jumper missed out front. We've got a foul underneath. It's going to be a McPhail on the push. Let's see. They indicate the foul to be on who? Let's see. He indicated 34, I believe, to the scorer's table. It's Will. That'll be on Williams. And the officials are trying to confer who's it on here. And they called it on McPhail. And I think he pointed at Trayvon, but he gave Kirk Williams his number to the scores table. So the foul on McPhail will be his first.
Do we give him a pass on that? I mean, both teams are blue and white.
Yeah, let's see here. As we got a little stoppage in play here. I think the scores table needs something a little bit official.
Now they gave him 30?
There's the ball. Nearly getting the steal. It's going to be rolling. The shot's going to be taken at front by McDaniel. And he'll go over and save it on the far side. Battle George. George trying to maneuver against Bing. They try to go inside. Ball's knocked loose. Recovered by McPhail. Off to Rolling. Rolling inside on Harrison. Harrison's got foul number 2. As he knocked Rolling to the deck. And Harrison a little upset that he thought he got all ball. And he may have.
That was just about a perfect pass by McPhail. Led Gus Rolling right where he wanted him to be.
Yeah, it really was. Gus getting his hands on all balls tonight. You know, he leads his team in steals with 50. He's one of the leaders in the CIAA as well as Rolling, who will toe the line and shoot 2 shots here.
I'll tell you what, guys, he's really tough, too. You see him a lot down low getting some tough rebounds.
So Johnson back to his bench again. He'll insert Melquan Ames, a 6'6 junior out of Weldon, North Carolina, to line up for the first time, and also inserts Dante Edwards, a 5'8 freshman out of Durham. As he's going to take this opportunity to set Harrison. He just picked up foul number 2. And Gus makes a second. He's got 3, and it's a 19-11 Chowan lead. Matches the biggest lead of the night. So we're near the halfway point of this first half. Game moving a little quicker than we had here last Thursday night. On Wednesday night, I should say, in a game at Lincoln that featured 99 free throws. Here's George trying to penetrate. Over in the corner it goes to Ames. He lost the handle of it, but recovered by Edwards. Edwards off to George. Shot clock winding down. George gets free, fires it up, and got it. George just kept it alive, and George has come off the bench to keep St. Aug in this one. He's got 7 out of 13 points.
After all that defense, George still ended up somehow wide open.
Yeah, he did. Kind of scrambled to get it loose. Deion Jordan for 3 for the first time tonight. He misses right from in front of the St. Aug bench. Rebounded by the Falcons. They'll push it up quickly. Here's Dante Edwards, a freshman. Gets it with him near side to George. In the corner it goes to Gaithright. Gaithright trying to back out on Sanders. Sanders got a piece of it, and he's going to foul Gaithright in doing so. Gaithright from out of the Wilmington area. He played junior college basketball at Frederick Community College. We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one. 19-13. Chowan with the lead with 9:53 to go in the half. Back for more after this short timeout. Back to action here at the Helm Center. Chowan and St. Aug at our men's action tonight. Hawks lead 19-13. Here's Ty Gaithright at the line. He's a 71% free throw shooter on the year. He's money on this one. He's been to the line, Robert, 101 times this season.
Wow,
Tim Bing, 108. Gus Rowland, 117. So Gaithright misses the second. He's got another one coming. So he was fouling a 3-ball opportunity here by Demetrius Sanders. Coach Johnson's going to go to his bench again and insert Jalen Gaddy back to lineup, replace Rashawn George. George has really been their offense. And Gaithright makes 2 of 3. He's got 4 tonight. Like I said, he averages 19 a game. And he draws St. Aug within 4. Here's some three-quarter court pressure now for St. Aug. And Chowan will beat the press. Here's Rowland getting around the defense. Goes underneath to Sanders. Over to Bean. Defense closes quickly inside to Jordan. He can't get the dunk, but he's fouled from behind in doing so. That's a terrific pass of Tim Bean, Robert.
Yeah, we've seen a few really good passes by the Hawks tonight.
Foul's going to be on Melquan Ames, a 6'6" junior out of Weldon, North Carolina.
It's right down the road, isn't it,
Yes,
Gaddis?
it is. Very good player in high school. Played at the Rocky Valley Early College. And Deion joining with the free throw. Chowan shooting 73.5% from the stripe as a team, which that has dropped considerably the last 3 or 4 games. And you're playing better teams here in the Northern Division. And of course, they're playing St. Aug tonight from the Southern Division, but this Northern Division here in the CIAA is loaded. As Jordan makes both, and he extends the Chowan lead back to 6. As we play to the 9:25 mark of this first half. People still coming into the Helm Center, but still plenty of seats available, I can promise you that. Here's Edwards penetrating. Near side it goes to Gaithright. McPhail has him covered nicely. Now back out to Edwards, a 3 to shoot. Edwards going to let it go, trying to beat the shot clock, missed it badly. And the ball got tapped in, but it came after the shot clock. So the shot clock violation goes against St. Aug here.
Yeah, got the shot up in time, hit the backboard, no rim.
Yeah. So here are the Hawks, they're trying to extend the lead, coming front court again against three-quarter court pressure. Rolling over to Sanders, back to Gus as he gets across the timeline. Inside 8 minutes to go in the half. It's 21-15 Chowan advantage here. Hawks trying to win for the 13th time this season against 7 defeats. Jordan wide open looking at 3. Off the glass and good. You could see with the arch of it, Robert, he was going to need some help from the glass, and he got it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be way off, but he bounced it in.
What's the old saying? The bank is open. 24-15, Chowan's biggest lead, and they have 9. Right front over to Gaithright. He'll try to answer back with a 3 at his own, and he was wide open and buries it.
And Gaddis, I think we were both kind of scared, that those easy free throws would get him hot. It looks like they might have.
Yeah, absolutely. So Chowan once again working against pressure in the backcourt. McPhail for 3. This one won't go, and Dante Edwards, the smallest guy on the floor at 5'8" with a rebound. He'll push it front court to Gaithright. He'll take it to the rack and dunk it home.
Wow.
And that gets the St. Aug players off the bench. This is what we saw the other night, Rob, a little bit. Nobody from Chowan cut the basketball off, and he went inside, length of the floor. Here's Jordan inside, lost it going up, but it fell in for him. Deion's off the bench with 7. That is 26-20 Chowan. Game's turning fast pace all of a sudden. Pull-up jumper from right on right from Gaddy's no good. Tipped around the side, little volleyball action. Recovered underneath by Hurt Williams in a fresh 30 seconds. In the corner for Gaddy. Jumper won't go. McPhail coming to the lane to grab the rebound for Chowan. He'll get it out to Bing. Like I said, pace has picked up a little here. Here's Bing working through the double team. Now spins in the lane. Somehow got it up, and he couldn't get it to go as it fell to the deck. Here's Gaddy pushing it front court. Kicks it over the corner to Edwards, who cuts in the lane. His runner off the glass is good. Dante Edwards, a freshman, with his first point of the ball game. He comes in averaging 5.3. Young man small, but he's exceptionally quick, is Edwards. Cuts the deficit to 4 here for the visiting Falcons, who they moved their game of the schedule for Wednesday to Thursday against Johnson C. Smith. McPhail again for 3, and it won't go. Chowan not really lighting the lamp behind the arc. They're now 1 of 10. Back the other way, layups up and good by Hurt Williams. And Chowan has seen St. Aug come back with a 7-0 run, and Coach Brett Vinson wants to call a timeout to talk about it. And maybe this quick pace is favoring the Falcons here, Robert, that we talked about.
Right. I called it earlier that Chowan would really benefit from a fast pace. Looks like Falcons have flipped the script on them.
Yeah, they really have. This game has kind of been a game of runs here early. St. Aug jumped out 4-0, and then Chowan reeled off 11 unanswered points. And now, after Chowan took a 9-point lead, here's St. Aug with a 7-0 run themselves. And the Hawk making his appearance here, Murph, the Hawk, down at the scorer's table.
And I know we've mentioned it a few times, but so many three-pointers by the Hawks early.
Yeah, and they're not going down. They're 1 of 9 here from the arc now. They failed the only three-point shot to get it to go and shooter to get it to go tonight.
They usually shoot a good amount of threes, but this is a little bit excessive.
Yes, it is. They failed with it again. Backdoor to Sanders, and somehow it wouldn't go. Tipped out by Joyner, recovered by Edwards. Give St. Aug credit. They really bothered Sanders on that back door. Here's Gaither. Gate right again. Won't go. Rebounded underneath by Hurt Williams, who's having a good first half on the glass here for St. Aug, and he'll get it back to Anthony Edwards and reset the shot clock, and we'll get a whistle underneath. Foul's going to be whistled underneath on Demetrius Sanders, and if it is, it's going to be a second. And he's coming out to line up now as DeMichael Kelly will get in. No, it's going to be Joyner coming out. Here's Xavier Young getting in for the first time as Sanders will get a breather.
I think Sanders might be on the bench the rest of the half.
It could be. 6:02 to go in the half. Chowan holding a 2-point lead. St. Aug's got the basketball. They get it inside to Ames. Back out it comes to Gatewright. He'll split a couple defenders. Got it up somehow or another, but it wouldn't go. Tipped out, and Xavier Young's going to save it for Chowan. St. Aug doing a really good job on the boards here. They've been rebounded on the season by 3 rebounds per game by the visiting team. And Chowan out-rebounds their opponents by 1 a game. Here's Kelly getting inside. Ball was knocked away by Hurt Williams, who recovers it. Off to Edwards, who's giving St. Aug a real big spark off the bench. Near side to Gaddy. Gaddy back out front to Gaithway. He works out between the rings and gets pressure from Rowland. 5:25 to go in the half. Chowan up by a deuce at 26-24. Remember, St. Aug's been a lot of close games, and they have really owned Chowan the last couple of years. They won all 3 games a year ago. Here's Tim Being trying to cut Gaddy off inside, and he'll pick up personal number 1. So 14 fouls now on Chowan with 5:19 to go in the half, and Craig McDaniel, the 6'2 senior from Holly Springs, will get in the lineup replacing Jalen Gaddy.
A lot of local talent for the Falcons.
Yes. Yeah, Raleigh's a pretty good hotbed for high school basketball in this state. Here's Ames. He'll get it back out to Edwards. Now it goes to Norfleet. And to Gaithright. Being trying to force him left, but he'll go right. Well, McPhail picks him up. Gaithright a quick runner to the lane off the glass and score. Man, does that kid have a great first step. We're tied at 26. So back-to-back 9-0 runs by both teams, and here we are. 26 apiece. Rolling an NBA 3, and he got it. Wow. Gus from downtown Walters Grill with that one. And he's got 6, and Chowan's back in front now, 29-26. Edwards penetrate, kicks it back out. Far side, it goes to Ames. Ames cutting in the lane to Hurt Williams. Williams over to Gaithright. Gaithright step back in the corner to Norfleet. Correction, that is McDaniel. McDaniel over to Hurt Williams. His jump on the baseline, no good. Nothing but white shirts underneath. And Tim Being somehow one hands the rebound. Will flip it away to Rollins. The Hawks come front court as we near the 4-minute mark of this first half. A lot better pace from a game clock standpoint than we had the other night here against Lincoln. McPhail, who's been arching it up a lot tonight, misses here from 3. Rebound off to McDaniel. McDaniel over to Gaithright. He'll go inside to McDaniel, and Gaithright with a pretty hard fall as Gus Rowland will come over to attend to him. And Gaithright, some of the St. Aug players and Chowan players trying to help him out there. You know, we see kids taking a lot of tough falls now, and McPhail's certainly not trying to hurt him. And when he put his hand on the basketball, it forced his body to go back and his feet to go straight up.
Yeah, he went right after the ball, just kind of a freakish fall right there.
And he's got a stoppage of play. This should be a media timeout anyway, so as they tend to Gaithright, and he's going to get up. Looks like he's going to be okay.
I mean, it's pretty obvious when you go after somebody on defense. I don't think that was the case right there.
Yeah. So Gaithright's going to come to the bench. Look like he's okay. That's the thing. When you go to the way these kids go now, they get up and, they go to the dunks. If you get just offset a little bit, you can take a very hard spill. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them. 3:57 to go in the first half. Chowan holds a 3-point lead here at home against St. Aug. Look like Gaithright is out of the lineup. Somebody's going to have to shoot the free throws for him here. As Marcus Johnson is at the scorer's table. They had spent some time talking to the officials here. And Eric Brinker, our lead official, is going to talk with Johnson here. And let's see, it looks like they're going to get Rashard George back in the lineup to replace Gaithright, who came out of that after that hard spiel. Looks like he's okay. He's on the bench here. But no attention here from the trainer, so it's kind of an indication he's probably going to be all right.
Yeah, definitely got the wind knocked out of him.
Yep. And so coming to the line to shoot the free throws, this guy is going to be Melquan Ames. Gaithright was easily the guy that got fouled here, but Ames was already in the lineup, I thought. So free throws from Ames is good. Ames pretty good. Well, 62% free throw shoot on the year, but I thought they would make George, who come in the lineup, shoot him. He's a 72. Ames, it looks like 100% shooter. He makes both. And back to a single-digit lead here for Chowan as we're under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Would have been a pretty quick move in first half here. Bing on the far side, back out to Xavier Young. Now rolling back to Bing. He'll arch up a long three. Then went in and came out. Rebound off to St. Aug. St. Aug doing a really good job on the boards here early. They have out rebounded Chowan 12-8 in this first half. Here's Edwards. He's been a spark here from the point guard spot here in this ball game. Here's Ames trying to maneuver and cannot against Oogie Portig, who's in the lineup for the first time, replacing McPhail. And George will call Hurt Williams to come out and set a pick for him. He'll take it to the rack. Ball got knocked away by Michael Kelly. Recovered by Rowland. No call coming underneath. And here's Bing again for three. And this one is good. Tim Bing's got 7, and Chowan's got a 4-point advantage at 32-28. And we got a timeout here for St. Aug.
Looks like they're going to get Gaithright back in the game.
Yeah, so Coach Marcus Johnson wants a 30-second timeout, and I think you're right, Robert. Just a chance to get Gaithright in. Give us a chance to talk about Chowan baseball the weekend. You guys, had 2 out of 4? Is that correct?
We won 2 out of 4. One ended in a tie, which is, that's really frustrating for both sides.
Yeah.
Really felt like we were going to win that one when the umpires called it, but that's how it is when you don't have lights early in the season.
Yeah, it is. But a good weekend to start off the season. You get 2 wins and 1 loss and a tie. So, done a pretty good start to the weekend. And you guys were blessed with some pretty good weather, actually.
We sure were.
February.
I really enjoyed the atmosphere around the game. A lot of people showed up to such a little field. A lot of people were there. It was really packed. And the dugout energy, you can't beat it. We're scrappy. We're tough. That's what I really like.
You get Clarion out of Pennsylvania here over the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Gaithright back in the lane. He'll push away to McDaniel back to Gaithright. He'll stop, pop from 15 feet, and it's off the mark. Long rebound is tipped back to Rowland by Xavier Young. 2:44 and counting to go in the half. Young off to Bing. Bing going to step back and arch up another 3, and this one's short. Oogie poured it with the offensive board. He'll work inside, lost the basketball, and it's out of the hands and out of bounds off St. Aug. Went off the hands of Edwards. Oogie thought he got fouled as he indicated to the official he pulled my arm back. But what happened is when you get inside, if you're a big guy, you catch that ball, you go up with it, you put it on the floor, well, you're asking for trouble. So Chowan got lucky that Edwards knocked it out of bounds. Here's Rowland to the rack. Layup is good.
Yeah.
He got fouled.
Just went straight after him.
Yes, he did. Foul is good. Rowland's going to draw the foul here from Hurt Williams, his first 17 fouls for St. Aug now. And here is McDaniels out to line up, but Otis Hill will get back in. St. Aug started his season with a young man from over in Hertford County who's a sensational player, and Jaquan Ruffing, but played in a few games before the Christmas break, but is not available in the second half of the season. Rowland misses the free throw. Gus now with 8 points to lead Chowan scoring. But Ruffing was a terrific player, so that's certainly been a miss offensively here for St. Aug in the second half of the season. Here's Williams out well beyond the arc, trying to get it to Gaithright. Over in the corner. Long three-pointer is good by Dante Edwards. Edwards, a young man from out of Durham School of Arts, just a freshman. He's a 38.5% shooter beyond the arc and drills a big three from right on the left. Cut the deficit for the Falcons down to 3. Here's Young, who's also a Durham product as well, like Edwards is, the guy who's defending him here. Here's Bing, pull-up jumper, 15 feet, no good. Tapped to right inside, Portick with the offensive glass. Back out to Bing, first 30 seconds for the Hawks. Roland fell down, lost the basketball. Recovered by Edwards. He'll take it inside, looped it up, wouldn't go. Tipped out by Roland. It comes to Portick. Portick back to Gus. Well, all little guys in the backcourt. Roland and Xavier Young can get off the floor. Here's Young inside, scooped it up, wouldn't go, and they call a charge here against Xavier Young. And up underneath, drawing the foul, it's going to be Melquan Ames who took the charge. Xavier Young was trying to take it to the rack, and Coach Brett Vincent came up to chat with the officials, said it looks like he was inside the ring. We've had that turned around on us this season, but not this time as Young picks up his first and the team 6. With 70 seconds to go in the first half, St. Aug can tie this game with a tray. Kelly almost steals it from Williams, and it goes out of bounds on Michael. Michael thought he had knocked it off Williams and out of bounds, but the official didn't agree.
I thought the same thing. We don't have a very good angle from up here, though.
No, that's kind of a tough one for us to call. Cross court, a pretty good ways.
Doesn't stop us from trying, though, does it?
No, absolutely not. They're going to make a little more money officiating than we will. Here's Edwards and Gaithright exchanging passes out front. Now back to Edwards. 8 seconds to shoot. Well, inside of a minute to go in the half. Edwards hands it away to Ames, gets it right back. Edwards works off a pick from Williams. Shot clock's going to expire on St. Aug. Good defense on the perimeter by the Hawks. It becomes the 8th first half turnover for the Vistas out of Raleigh. By my count. Make that 7 instead of 8. Two teams, coming off, 3 games in 5 days. Done a pretty good job taking care of it. They've only combined for 10 first half turnovers here.
Yeah, I don't think there's a crazy mismatch in talent right here. I think that's pretty 2 evenly matched teams.
Chowan with 35 seconds to go in a 3-point lead in the first half. Kelly backdoor to Oogie, and it's knocked out of his hands and out of bounds here by Melquan Ames.
Looks like the crowd has thickened up a little bit, Gaddis.
Ames, yeah, it has. Ames is 6'6" junior out of just up the road in Weldon. Yeah, doesn't have got kind of a slender frame. Xavier Young for 3, and it's good. How about Xavier dialing up long distance from right on the left. Chowan's leading there at 6. His shot clock's gone dark for the final 19 seconds of this half. Edwards walking across the timeline. It's a pretty good matchup, he and Xavier Young, right between the rings. 8, 7. Edwards with 6, 5. Gets it near side to George, and we got a whistle underneath. And Tim Bing might be holding Gaithright. And that's not what you needed with 3.4 seconds to go.
That's a really bad time to
and
get
a
a foul.
1-and-1 coming for Gaithright because that's a 17th foul. But more importantly, it's Tim Bing's second foul here.
Still got 3 to play with in the second half, but not an ideal situation to pick up a foul.
So here's Gaithright with 1-and-1 with 3.4 seconds to go in the half. And he doesn't earn the second. Missed the free throw. Here's Roland quickly back the other way from half court, and it's off the top of the backboard, no good. We'll head to the locker room with Chowan up 37-34. We'll take a little break, come back, give you the team numbers and individual numbers for this first half, but I'm going to take a Murfreesboro scoreboard. Here on the walls in the Chowan basketball arena, the call, the Jesse Helm Center shows Chowan 37 and St. Aug 31. Back after this short timeout. Chowan and St. Aug locked in a pretty good one here at the Helm Center tonight in a game that was originally scheduled back for December 11th, but snow and inclement weather up in the Raleigh area made it where St. Aug couldn't make the trip here. So here we are making it up in the second half of the season. And I promise you, Coach Marcus Johnson and Coach Brett Vinson not liking having to play this in the middle of a tough stretch of basketball games here, but here we are. Fortunately, the Hawks didn't have to travel. They're here at home tonight. Hawks shoot 12 of 31 in the first half, 38.7%. And Chowan really arching up from beyond the arc tonight. They're 5 of 19 for 26.3%. Chowan saw St. Aug come in and get the lead on the boards, 23 to 18. 5 of those 23 being offensive boards. St. Aug shooting 12 of 30 in the first half for 40%, 3 of 10 beyond the arc for the visiting Falcons. Turnover-wise, both teams in pretty good shape. Chowan only 5 first-half turnovers, 8 for St. Aug. And that's where we stand here at the break. Chowan leading St. Aug 37-31, trying to break a 3-game losing skid to the Falcons. Back to bring you the individual numbers after this short timeout. Here at the half, Chowan leads St. Aug 37-31. You're tuned to GoCUHawks.com. Our location tonight, the Jesse Helms Center here at Bob Burke Court. For men's basketball, CIAA at its best tonight. St. Aug has made the trip from Raleigh to take on our Chowan men tonight. Chowan men not being a very grateful host here in the first half as they lead St. Aug by as many as they've led by as many as 9 in this ball game at the lead here at the break, 37-31. Let's take a look at the individual numbers tonight. Gus Rowland leading a balanced Chowan attack with 8 points, 7 each for Deion Jordan, Tim Bing, and Demetrius Sanders. 3 for Xavier Young. Michael Kelly chipped in with 2 as well, and also 3 for Trayvon McPhail here tonight. Oogie Portick played in the first half
for the Hawks, but did not score. Tyree Gaithright leads the way here for St. Augustine, 11 points in the first half, 7 for Rashawn George off the bench here for Coach Marcus Johnson. Also 5 for Dante Edwards, 4 for Hurt Williams, and 2 each for Melquan Ames and DJ Harrison. Cornell Norfleet, Jalen Gaddy, along with Craig McDaniels and Otis Hill saw action in the first half, but did not score. That's a look at our team and individual numbers for the first half of this one. We'll take another break, come back and look around the league, look at the standings here tonight as we head into the week. Only 3 weeks left of the CIAA season. Getting in the short rows here and the critical games coming up. We'll take a look at the standings and more when we return to the Jesse Helms Center here on the campus of Chowan University here in Murfreesboro, North Carolina, on a good night for Monday night basketball here on GoSeeYourHawks.com. Chowan mid leading 37-31. Back for more after the short timeout. Time to take a look around the league here in the CIAA. It's Chowan here, half lead St. Aug, and looking at it on the men's side tonight because it's what we have down in front of us tonight, men's basketball. Let's take a look at the Northern Division standing. Virginia State's a perfect 5-0 in the Northern Division play and 11-0 in conference play and 19-3 overall. Lonnie Blow's got another good team up at Petersburg. Bowie State 2 games back at 3-2, 9-3, and 13-10. Virginia Union 3-2, 8-3, and 12-9. Chowan 2-3, 5-6, and 12-7. Elizabeth City State 1-4, 7-5, and 11-12. And Lincoln at 1-4, 5-7, and 12-11. Let's go to the southern side of things. Livingstone at 5-1 and 7-5 and 14-7. Livingstone with a big win in Winston-Salem on Saturday. They came from behind to beat the Rams on their home floor. Shaw 5-2, 6-7, 10-11. Claflin 4-4,
4-4, 6-8, and 8-12. Clapping tonight at home against Fayetteville State. Winston-Salem, who's at home tonight against Lincoln, another game that's being made up from the early part of the season due to that snowstorm as well. It's Winston-Salem at 3-3, 4-7, and 9-10. Fayetteville State 3-4, 4-9, 5-15. They beat this St. Aug team on Saturday, 63-62. Fayetteville State came back from a 14-point deficit in the second half to win that game. Johnson C. Smith 2-4, 3-9, 4-15, and the St. Aug team at 2-5. 3-9 and 6-14. Like I said, the only other two games going on tonight in the league. Lincoln is at Winston-Salem and Fayetteville State is at Clappin tonight. So Fayetteville State making the trip over to Orangeburg. Lincoln making the long trip. Well, it's been some trip for Lincoln. They were here on Wednesday, stayed in the area, and went to Petersburg to play Virginia State on Saturday, and then traveled to Winston-Salem. They'll play Winston-Salem tonight in both men and women's action tonight. So interesting trip for the Lincoln teams. Chowan will see Lincoln again coming up here in a couple of weeks. They'll be up in Lincoln on the 20th. Chowan will be home here on Wednesday night, but it'll be out of conference play as the men and women host Salem International. Robert now have those games for you beginning at 5:30, and it's the Salem International team. They got a really terrific men's team. Look forward to seeing them play. And they got several players in double figures. They got really good rebounding team. Chowan will have their work cut out for them against Salem International. Chowan ladies should have the advantage. Salem International girls have really stumbled here of late. And Chowan ladies needing a big win coming in here after losing 3 straight here. And 2 out of 3 at home to Bowie State, Lincoln, and on Saturday on a tough one against one of the top-ranked teams in the country at Virginia Union. Chowan ladies played much better at Virginia Union, falling 55-51, and led a good portion of that game. So we get ready to start the second half. Yeah. Kind of speaking of the Super Bowl, Robert kind of sharing a picture with me of the Rams airplane landing at Atlanta Hartsfield Airport, and it says the only touchdown they had in Atlanta all week. Pretty interesting. 13-3. Brady again gets another ring. He's running out of fingers.
I think that might be it for him.
I don't know. He's coming back, he says. Here's Gaithright to the rack to start the second half. Run us up and good.
I think that might be his last ring.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
Hopefully. I'm ready for the dynasty to end, to be honest.
We'll see. I tell you, he's some player. Oh, yeah. Here's Rowland with a long 3 back the other way. It's a little short. We got a whistle underneath. Let's see. Fisher has pointed his finger underneath at Herc Williams. And it's going to be his first and the team second. The team first here in the second half. Speaking of Brady and New England, Robert, they don't do it a lot with a lot of big money guys.
Right.
You know, and they got a terrific coaching staff, but they got a terrific scouting program as well.
Yeah, they have a really good nucleus, and then they have a bunch of role players.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, they do. Here's Rowland with the basketball after the foul underneath on Williams. Gives Chowan a fresh 30 seconds in the ball back. Here's Kelly. Kelly looking for somebody to give it to, and now still looking, and finally gets it to McPhail, who turns around and gives it to Bing. Bing working out between the rings. He'll pull up and shoot the long 3, and this one's no good. Rebound is going to go out of bounds off Chowan. So Chowan's tried a lot of long distance 3 balls here to start the second half, and neither have come close to going in the basket here. And here's the thing of it, Robert. St. Aug extended their defense on those 2 possessions, pushing Chowan even farther away from the basket. Here's Gaithright as they clear the full for Gaithright. He'll go inside. He pushed off with that left arm against Bing. And Gaithright's picked up his first personal as he moved Bing away from him with his left arm. Fisher in the near side, caught it right in front of the bench here on the near side. St. Aug had cleaned the right side of the floor to let him go one-on-one against Bing. So here's Gus with it. Maxon act between the rings. He'll wait for Kelly to come over and set a pick, but Kelly will stop and get the basketball. Here's Kelly trying to get it to Bing, who was trying to work against Gaith right underneath. He'll hand it to Bing well out away from the arc. Here's Tim. He'll take the 3. This third time charm. No, McPhail gets a long rebound. Chowan 0 for 3 in the second half beyond the arc. Here's Sanders. Thought he was going to try his hand in. He'll step inside the arc and shoot an air ball. Bing trying to save it off Gaithright. Cannot, and gets it to Harrison. Harrison lets traffic clear, and he'll get away to Edwards, who starts the second half at point guard. Williams, one hands the pass inside to Gaithright. He'll turn around and score.
Oh, that was kind of pedestrian effort on defense right there.
So it's Gaithright 4, Chowan nothing to start the second half. And what was once a 6-point lead here for Chowan's down to 2. Chowan's yet to score in the first 2 minutes of the half, but Sanders has got it inside. Turns around and kisses off the glass for Chowan's first field goal of the half. Extend the lead back to 4. Good playmaking that time by the Hawks. Like I said earlier, St. Augustine played a lot of close games, and we might have one going here and down the stretch. Here's Edwards inside, caught in a double team. We got a foul underneath. Let's see what it's going to be on. Fisher was indicated a foul to be on Gus Rowland's, going to be his first and the team first of the second half. Let's say Gus caught him upside the head when he took it inside. Gus going to talk with the official, and they're both smiling at each other as Gus trying to plead his case. And it's going to put Edwards at the line. Edwards pretty good from the stripe. He is now 12 or 13 on the year. Can't get much better than that. You've only missed one free throw all year, but you haven't taken but 13. He makes both. Edwards now with 7. Back to a 2-point advantage for Chowan. He'll come front court with it. With 2 minutes and a half into this second half. Here from Chowan's Helm Center. Off to McPhail. McPhail, one dribble. Gives it back to Sanders. Sanders working against Gaithright. One's handed back to McPhail over to Kelly. Chowan's really got it stretched out on the perimeter. Here's a turnover inside. Chowan had 5 in the first half, but here's one to start the second half. And the ball's lost out of bounds. Turnover will give it right back the other way to Chowan, and Hawks will move front court with it, leading 39-37. So here the Hawks will inbound it. And this is Rowland coming right in front of the standing. Coach Brett Vinson, who's on the end of the Chowan bench. The 7th-year head coach looking for his 95th win here tonight. Here's a foul on the perimeter. The foul's going to be whistled on Melquan Ames. He reached out and knocked it away from McPhail and got the foul. Already 3 team fouls here for St. Augustine start the second half.
Yeah, very quick 3 fouls.
So Chowan will get a fresh 30 seconds in the basketball here. See if Chowan could get something inside here. Jordan's coming to the lineup now. He sets the pick. Back door it goes to Sanders, and he got fouled as Harrison trying to cut him off. Chowan's got to be a little more patient offensively as Harrison picks up his 3rd foul. The 6'8 senior from out of Winston-Salem, a transfer from Davis and Elkin, has fouled out 3 times this season, and he fouls Sanders here. And so Demetrius will toe the line, and we'll try to knock down the free throws here to try to stretch out the Chowan lead. It currently stands at 2. Free throws on its way. Demetrius is short. Sanders a 74% free throw shooter on the night, but he's now 3 of 4 from the stripe. And makes the second. He's in double digits now with 10. He averages 15.6 a game. Does Sanders, and his free throw makes it a 3-point advantage for Chowan playing at home here tonight in the Helm Center. We'll be back here on the Byron Court 4 here in 48 hours as they entertain Salem International. Here's Edwards trying to go inside. We got a whistle underneath. It's going to be on Harrison because it'll be a 4th. As he was pushing off against Bing, trying to go inside, and Harrison tried to plead his case with the official, but official not hearing it. And Harrison will get out of the lineup, and in replacement is going to be Jalen Gaddy, the 6'4 junior out of Raleigh. He played briefly in the first half but did not score. Chowan got to get some offense going here, Robert, in the second half.
Yeah, started off kind of slow. Both teams have actually started off kind of slow.
They really have. They lead it to the Hawks 40-37. Here's Rowland penetrating. He kicks back out to McPhail. McPhail to the rack, off the glass, and good by Trayvon McPhail, who had 1 field goal in the first half, and that was beyond the arc. Here's Edwards down the near side quickly for St. Aug. They love to push the pace, and Chowan hustles back defensively. Here's Gaithright to the rack, got fouled, and Gus took a pretty hard lick, and let's see if it's going to be on him. He's a little slow to get up. Foul's going to be whistled on Deion Joyner. It's going to be his first. I think what happened, Joyner might have knocked Gaithright into Rowland, who hit the deck.
Yeah. Looks like he got hit in the mouth. No blood on his uniform, though.
Here's Gaithright back to the line. He'll have 2 free throws coming. Young man has 15 tonight. And misses the free throw, hit the back of the iron, bounced high. He'll have a second one coming. 16-15 is what we had to go in this second half. Chowan holds a 42-37 lead. Hawks have led most of the way here. They got behind early at 4-0, but after running off 11 straight points, they've led ever since. Gabright makes the second. He's got 16. Here's Rowland in the corner. Looks like Gus still hurting a little bit. You can see the look on his face. He's one tired young man. He's played a lot of minutes this year as Rowland. Here's Bing to the rack. Left-handed layups off the glass and good by Tim Bing. Got it up over Gaddy, who's just coming to line up for Harrison.
That was a tough basket right there.
You're talking about Rowland, and he's second in the league in minutes played, Robert, to Amir Hinton up at Shaw.
I mean, there's been many times where he's played the whole entire game this year.
Yes, it has. Near steal by McPhail, but recovered inside by Herc Williams. His layup won't go. Tapped around inside. Milquan Ames with the offensive board. Off to Gabright for three. It won't go. Tipped up and in by Ames. The junior from out of Weldon reached way back to tap that one in. Chowan's going to turn it over on the inbounds from Deion Jordan.
Gus still looks a little bit shaken up right now.
Yeah, he does. He took a pretty hard lick to the jaw. And as the ball gets thrown away, that's Chowan's second turnover of the half. 7 on the night. Here's Edwards going inside to Herc Williams. Backdoor layups up and good by Williams. Williams with 6. And back to a 2-point advantage for Chowan as we near the 15-minute mark of this second half. McPhail with the basketball, hands it away to Sanders. Sanders working against pressure from Gabright to Jonah. Jonah traveled with it, trying to make a move inside. So back-to-back turnovers here by Chowan, and Michael Kelly's going to get in to replace Jonah. With 15:05 to go in the second half. So Jonah, who had a couple of turnovers here, will come out of the lineup. St. Aug can tie with a deuce and take the lead with a tray here. As they come front court with it. I tell you what, Edwards played a good first half. He's back in the lineup here in the second half. And three-pointer from right on the left by Jalen Gaddy has given St. Aug their first lead since early in the ballgame at 45-44. Rolling to the rack against Edwards. He stopped, pops, and we got a foul on the floor, I believe. Foul's going to be on Edwards, and it's going to be his first, and then it's going to get us to a media timeout. 14:47 to go in this one. Chowan on the short end of one. They trail here at home to St. Aug, 45-44. Set to go out of timeout. Dante Edwards with a foul prior to the timeout. Already 6 fouls now for St. Aug in the second half. Next foul puts Chowan in a bonus. We still got 14:47 left to play here. Kelly getting it on the inbounds, turns in the lane, scores, and Chowan to lead back. Michael Kelly's second field goal of the night, first here in the second half. Chowan back to a 1-point lead at 46-45 as we just had the first media timeout of the second half. Hawks playing here at home tonight. And they'll get back on the Bob Burt court full coming up on Saturday. Edwards with a 3-ball attempt back the other way, won't go. Rebound is going to be controlled by Rowland. Oogie Portek's coming to line up doing the break as he replaced McPhail for Chowan. Here's Rowland working off a pick from Portek. Now goes inside, kicks it back to Kelly. Kelly with 14 to shoot. Pulls up the dribble, loops it out to Rowland. Rowland working against pressure from Edwards. Here's Rowland, step back jumper is no good. Back of the iron, ball's tipped over. Kelly can't get to it. It's out of the hands of Chowan. It'll belong to St. Aug.
Rowland crossed him up pretty bad right there. Just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, he couldn't. Chowan continues their struggles here shooting the basketball tonight. As I look to kind of update our live stats here. Let's see if they can get updated here. Case Wright gives it away to Gaddy. Gaddy inside against Portick. Foul line in the perimeter, says Eric Brinker on Gus Rowland on the reach-in. For Gus, it's foul number 2.
Blowing the whistle a little bit more in the second half.
Showing 16 of 40 from the field tonight for 40%. But the Hawks are 5 of 23 beyond the arc. Fortunately, St. Aug not much better at 4 for 13. Gaddy to try to add the 5th one, and it's short. Long rebound, tipped out to Tim Bean by Portick. Off to Sanders, who's behind the defense, and Edwards knocked it out of his hands and out of bounds. Good play by the freshman to save the layup here for Chowan. Chowan with the lead, 46-45 with 13:32 left in his half. Chowan inbounds over to Rowland. He's got a wide open look at the 3, and this is no good. Sanders high for the rebound. He can't hold it. So we'll go back the other way with it.
Falcons have just kind of been hanging around, and, you know, sometimes, well, just a minute ago they had the lead, but really been playing from behind the whole game, just hanging around.
Yeah, and that's shooting a little bit better at Chowan than Chowan at 43.6%. Matter of fact, they actually have one more field goal than Chowan does. Here's Ames trying to go inside on Portick. Kicks it over in the corner to Edwards for 3, and it's good. Dante Edwards has got 10 on the bench. That is ties his career high here at St. Aug.
Oogie got beat, and Kelly had to go help him out and left a man wide open for the Falcons.
Yep. Here's Bing with it. Back out front to Portick. Portick fakes up Ames to the corner that goes to Kelly. Kelly trying to back in on Williams. Turns, shoots. Blocked away by Williams. It's off Williams' hands. And it'll belong to Chowan underneath their own basket with 14 seconds to shoot. Chowan ladies off tonight. They're coming off a loss 55-51 back on Saturday at Virginia Union. And we'll see them here on Wednesday night. They play host to Salem International. Here's Rowland over the corner to Bean. They call Rowland for the travel. Gus didn't think so, but the official on the far side thought he did. That's Chowan's 4 turnovers second half, Robert. They had only 5 in the first half. As Chowan averaging 15.1 a game. Edwards kicks it off to Gatewright. Gatewright inside on Rowland. Splits the defenders. Scores and got fouled. Gatewright just split Kelly and Rowland. The foul's going to be on Gus, his 3rd. All of a sudden, St. Aug's trying to take control here. Chowan shooting 4 of 11 in the second half. Here's Gaithright trying to get to his average of 19, and he's got it. And St. Aug, their biggest lead now, 5 at 51-46.
Gatewright started out kind of slow, too. Was hoping maybe he'd stay cold the whole game.
Yeah, here's Gus at the free throw line. Chowan being pushed away from the basket by this man-to-man defense here by St. Aug. Portick almost traveled with it, handed to Bing. Good defense here by the Falcons. And Rowland nearly lost it from Edwards, recovers, whips it over to Kelly, and he did get it, force it up. Won't go to the rack, ball still loose, recovered by Herc Williams. One hand to Edwards on a great pass to Ames, and he'll dunk it home. That's a terrific play from Edwards to Ames. The freshman with a great pass to Ames, and he'll dunk it home. And Chowan gets beat in transition, and Chowan finds himself in the short end of a 53-46 score, and we'll take a timeout here. Chowan on a drought here. We're back after this short break. This is Chowan basketball with the Hawks Trail 53-46 on GoSeeYourHawks.com. 11:58 to go in this one. Chowan after leading by 6 at the half. Now trails by 7, 53-46. And Robert Chowan's in trouble here at home.
Falcons are making a real push right now.
Yeah, and they look like a fresher team. And here comes a 1-2-2 three-quarter courts press. Chowan will get across the timeline. Here's Bing trying to penetrate his zone. Left-handed layup's no good. Rebounded underneath by Ames. It just will not drop for Chowan right now. Here's Williams coming in front court. Over to Gaddy. Now after Edwards. Edwards been a real catalyst tonight for this St. Aug team off the bench. A freshman from out of Durham. And the ball is knocked away by Sanders, but recovered by Gaithright near the midcourt line. Here's Edwards over to Gaddy. With 9 to shoot, Gaddy takes it in the lane, gets to Xavier Young. Shot won't go, rebounded by Xavier. The freshman out of Durham works out of traffic. Gives it near side to Rolling. Rolling inside on Gaithright. Got around Hurt Williams. Layup won't go, rebounded by Sanders. He'll stick it up, no good, a little strong. Hurt Williams with a rebound for St. Aug. Wow. Somebody please get the maintenance staff here to the Helm Center and get the lead off the basket here for Chowan. Technical foul here against Demetrius Sanders. I'm not sure what Demetrius did here, but he thought he got foul underneath him. For Demetrius, it's foul number 3. And here's Dante Edwards at the line where he's pretty doggone good.
He has a tendency to do that, doesn't he?
He missed one all year and drills it here.
Demetrius kind of a hothead.
He just, he's frustrated.
Yeah.
And, I don't necessarily say he's a hothead, but he's just frustrated the way things are going here. And he thought he got fouled underneath and said something to one of the officials, and it turns out to be a technical foul. It didn't cost Chowan a possession because St. Aug already had the basketball.
I always think it's kind of tough when nothing really happens. It's just words being spoken. I think that's tough to give somebody a tag.
Yeah. Here's Gaithright with it now right front. Here's Gaithright cutting in the lane. Over in the corner it goes to Edwards. Edwards goes by Xavier Young, running left-handed layup is no good, but a foul underneath. Whistled on Xavier Young, and the fouls are mounting up on Chowan here in the second half. That's a 6th team foul in the second half. And here's Edwards back to the line again. The freshman from out of Durham has 12, a new career high, and has a chance to add to it here. And drops it again. Edwards got a little hop in his step, and he should. He's playing well here tonight. Freshman. It's a 10-point lead for St. Aug here at Chowan. And he finally missed one, rebounded to Kelly. And we got a whistle. And they got a foul underneath. And a foul. Let's see. Did he get in the lane real quick? Let's see. Foul's going to be on Trayvon McPhail. Said he reached around and held it. Wow. It's going bad. It's going bad. Free throw by Gaddy's good. And Gaddy can't make the second. Chowan has not scored in over 4 minutes. St. Aug has really put a push on it and leads it here by 11 here at Chowan. You got to remember, though, St. Aug let a 14-point lead slip away at Fayetteville State on Saturday. Now, it's got to be back of their mind a little bit here. Here's Kelly trying to move, gets it over to Xavier Young. Chowan looking for an offensive spark here in the second half. Here's rolling off a pick by Kelly, and we got a whistle. And the foul's going to be on Williams. Williams is 3rd. As he tried to wheel around Kelly's pick and kind of banged into Michael. Michael will step just a few steps away to the free throw line. Kelly kind of quiet tonight with only 4 points. Left-handed free throw is on the way for the Bronx New York Junior, and it's up and good. It's Chowan's first point in over 4 minutes of play in the second half. A little stretchy in the middle of the second half.
Yeah, Falcons have been really hot, and Chowan is really cold.
Here's Kelly's second free throw, and this one is good as well. 6 for Kelly tonight. Chowan's cuts the deficit down to 9 at 57-48. Chowan trying to throw a little three-quarter court pressure themselves, and Edwards and Gaithright easily get it front court. Gaddy thought about taking it, but too far away to Gaithright right in the middle of the zone. Edwards, he'll arch up the three ball, and it's good again. Edwards with 16 tonight. And boy, has he played here in this second half. He's got 11 of his 16. He earned his play in the second half by the way he played in the first half. Rolling to the rack, gets fouled, and gets dropped, and has a three-point play opportunity coming here. And that'll get us to the media timeout. It's going to be fouled by Edwards, his second. Timeout on the floor, 60 for St. Aug, 50 for Chowan, 9:47 to go here in the barrel. Back for more after this media timeout. Well, we talked about this nice run here by St. Aug. They've done it with great shooting, and 9 of 14 from the field for 64.3% in this second half. Chowan, the exactly opposite way. Chowan is 5 of 16 for 31.3% shooting, and he's 0 for 5 beyond the arc. Here's Rowland at the line trying to complete the three-point play. Gus has 10 on the night. That ties Sanders with game honors for Chowan, and Gus has got it now with 11. He makes the free throw. And Chowan back within 9. Here's Chowan again pressing full court. Gaithright gets the front court on the far side to Ames, and Ames will kick it back out to Edwards. Edwards to Gaithright, now back to Edwards. And to Gaithright. Gaithright cutting inside, back it over in the corner to Gaddy. He'll arch up a three, and it's good. Gaddy all 7 of his points here in the second half. Back to a double-digit lead here for the Visitors from out of Raleigh. McPhail arches a three, trying to answer back. Won't go. Rebounded inside by Gaddy. He works out of traffic from Bing and Kelly. And he'll get it front court. Over in the corner it goes to Ames. McPhail's there to cut him off and force him to give it back to Edwards. Boy, Chowan, Robert, looks like a tired basketball team right now.
Yeah, they do. You know, they don't have fresh legs and they don't have anything on the bench to go to, really.
Yeah. Remember, without Brandon Mahan, the starter tonight. Here's Edwards, another three. This one won't go. Rowland tips it away to McPhail. McPhail whipping front court over in the corner. Xavier Young. He's got a wide open look at the three that will not go.
We've missed 2 wide open threes in a row.
Here's Gaddy back the other way. Knocked away by Rowland. Went right to Williams. In the corner to Ames. He'll shoot the three ball. This one will not go. Ball knocked out. Recovered by Tim Bing right in front of the St. Aug bench with 8:29 to go. Chowan down 63-51.
Good job by Young right there to get a hand in the face.
Here's Rowland. He'll try his hand in a three, and this one's good. Straight on for Gus. You know, sooner or later, the laws of average catch up with you.
Yeah.
Chowan finally drops one here in the second half behind the arc after missing the previous 5. Edwards working out between the rings. He just across the half-court line. Works right where the Hawk is painted in the middle of 4 here at Bob Burt Court. As he maneuvers against pressure from out in front on Rowland. Now it goes to Gaddy. Xavier Young jumps in his grill out on the left in the corner to Williams. Williams from dribble back to Gaddy. He'll launch the long three, and it's short. Came straight down the hands of McPhail. Chowan down 9, trying to get a little closer here. Here's Gus working off a pick from McPhail, and now we'll back it back up because McPhail was moving. Gaithright trying to apply pressure to Rowland and to McPhail. McPhail thought about it, but trying to get it to Bing. It cannot. Now turns around and shoots. It will not go. And rebound comes off to Edwards as Bing and McPhail run together. Edwards takes it in, loops it up, and scores between 2 defenders. Edwards with 18. Career high for the young man. He came in, his previous career high was 10. Well, he's had a night here at Chowan. Here's Rowland going inside, and we got a whistle. Let's see. Is it going to be on Edwards? And it will be. That's going to be Edwards' third.
Coach Johnson was jumping up and down after that last basket trying to call a timeout. Nobody saw him, though.
Not sure why we'd want one at that point, Robert. You got a media timeout coming up in a couple of minutes. And team's on a pretty good roll. But he gets paid to coach. I just get paid to talk about it. Rowland makes the free throw. He's got a second one coming. 15 for Gus tonight. The freshman, sophomore out of Richmond, did not score in his hometown on Saturday up at Virginia Union. Hard to believe Rowland win a game and did not score. He's averaged down to 14 on the year. 15 points a game, that is. 7:03 is what we're paused on. Rowland makes it, can't make it. So Steele's hung at 65-55. 15 for Gus to lead the Chowan score. Inside of 7 minutes to go here in the barrel. Edwards, who's had a big night working out front with it, pushes far side to Williams. Williams gives it right back to Edwards. He had a Gatewright. Xavier Young, a little small against Gatewright. Trying to defend him. Gatewright facing baseline. Short jumper misses. Tim Bing's working out of there with it after the rebound. He'll come front court and go coast to coast and get a blocking foul underneath. Bing had McPhail trailing on his right. And with the foul underneath, it's going to be Gaddy, I believe. Let's see. Fisher was indicated the foul to be here. We haven't. It's going to be Gaddy's first. That's 10 team fouls now against St. Augustine. So Chowan's fortunate, Robert, a little sigh of relief here to end the double bonus. So Bing's got 2 free throws coming, and Chowan's down 8.
That was a really nice play by Bing right there. A lot of role players stepping up.
Bing has been pretty quiet tonight. They gave him the basket?
Yeah, they gave him the basket.
Okay, good. 3-point play for Bing, who's now got 12. Chowan's down 7 now. Close as they've been in quite a while. Edwards looks at Coach Marcus Johnson as he comes front court with it. Over to Williams. Williams quickly back to Edwards, who works out between the rings. We got a whistle, and he got a foul against underneath. Let's see who this is going to be on. It's going to be on Gaddy, I believe, on the push-off. So the offensive foul does not result in shooting opportunities here. Chowan was trying to get Sanders in the lineup. Couldn't get him in before Chowan inserted the basketball in play. Here's Rowland. Steps across timeline real quickly. He's in. Xavier Young shared a little bit out front. Rowland, a long three, and it's good for Gus Rowland. 18 for Gus. Chowan within 4, 65-61.
Big momentum shift right here.
And here's Edwards gets a timeout right in front of the St. Augustine bench. So Marcus Johnson, who didn't get a timeout about a minute and a half ago, gets one here with 5:55 to go.
Hawks getting fired up now.
And it's got a 30-second timeout. Chowan will be back on the Helm Center floor here in a couple of days as they play host to Salem International. They step out of league play. Chowan back in league play coming up Saturday. They travel down to Elizabeth City State. And then the following Wednesday, we're back here for Virginia State. Chowan with only 3 home games left after tonight.
We don't have many ones left.
Yep, we got Virginia State at home we got Salem at home on Wednesday. Then the following Wednesday, we get Virginia State here. And then on the 23rd, on a Saturday, it's the season ender at home against Virginia Union. It's senior night for the Hawks. Only one senior on the men's side. Demetrius Sanders will play his last game from the Helm Center crowd. Several Chowan ladies play their final home game on the 23rd, and we'll be here to bring it to you. Here's St. Aug with the basketball on a 65-61 lead. Clock goes to 5:50 to go in the second half. Here's Edwards with it. Back to Gatewright on the near side. They play a little 2-man game out on the perimeter. Williams trying to back in on Sanders. Now back out front to Edwards. He'll arch up the 3-ball, and it's good. Edwards with 21. Boy, he has been a Hawk killer tonight.
Yeah, he's a sharpshooter.
As a freshman out of Durham. And Coach Marcus Johnson might have found something with his freshman at point guard. Here's Rowland, arches up the 3. He thought he got fouled, but didn't get the call, and it's an air ball. We'll go back the other way with it, and here's Rashad George. getting back for Gaddy in the St. Aug lineup. St. Aug working on a 3-game win streak over Chowan all of last year. The last one coming in a 20-point win to knock Chowan out of the CIAA tournament in the opening round. Which, speaking of CIAA tournament, starts on the 25th up in Charlotte. CIAA announced here about a month ago they're moving that tournament here in a couple of years to Baltimore after being in Charlotte for so many years. Gaddy, a couple of dribbles. And he continues to dribble. Being applies pressure with 8 to shoot. 5 minutes left. Here's Edwards. Goes left off rolling in the corner to George. His 3 ball's a little strong. They fight for the rebound, and Williams has got it. Over to Gaithright. He'll arch up a 3 and it's short. Bing grabbed it for Chowan off the glass. Chowan needs a bucket now, down 7 as we hit the 4:45 mark of the second half. Chowan trying to win for the 13th time this season. Rolling to the rack, scooped it up and drew the foul. Let's see, it's going to be on. Will it be on Ames? Let's see. The foul's going to be on Melquan Ames. Going to be his 3rd.
Solid screen right there by Kelly. Took out 2 defenders.
And that'll get us to the final media timeout of the second half. 4:37 left in this one. Chowan on the short end of a 68-61 score. Murph the Hawk having a big time tonight here in between the breaks, dancing to the music. Rob, you ever had a chance to wear one of those? You ever had a chance to wear one of those mascot uniforms? I tell you, we have one where I work at. You do a lot of stuff in parades and stuff, and I've used it several times. Man, it is fun because you can do whatever you want to do in there. Nobody knows who you are, so it's kind of interesting, kind of fun. Murph the Hawk doing a pretty good job tonight, trying to entertain these fans here.
I did have to wear a hippo suit at a restaurant.
Yeah. Rowland just knocked in his 19th point of the night. He's been the key offense with Chowan in the second half. He's got 11 here in the half.
This will be a good time for the Hawks to go on a nice run.
Yeah, they're going to need to do something. His time is working away from 20.5 for Gus. He's cuts the deficit to 5 for Chowan as the Falcons, who headed to Johnson C. Smith in Charlotte on Thursday after going home tonight, look to increase their lead. It currently stands 68-63. Here's Gaithright out front. Xavier Young trying to apply pressure to the 6'4" senior from out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Gaithright going inside, nearly lost it, did lose it. Knocked away by Kelly. That's only St. Aug's second turnover in the second half. They have really done a good job taking care of the basketball. Rowland loses it, and it's out of the hands of Chowan. We'll go back the other way with it as Gus turns it over back the other way. Chowan now with 9 second half turnovers. And St. Aug with a fresh reprieve after turning it over back the other way. They give Chowan a chance to cut in this 5-point deficit. It was trying to penetrate off the Gaithright. He'll arch up a 3, and it's a little strong. Long rebound comes off. Chased down in the corner by Williams, who's now in double digits in rebounds. Gives it to the Gaithright coming down the lane. He scores, and a whistle underneath on Tim Bing. Let's see if they'll count the bucket here, and they should. They called a blocking foul. One shot coming from Gaithright. Kind of a late whistle, but I think the call was right. Bing with his 3rd foul. So Gaithright's going to the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. Young man has 21 on the night. And Gaithright completes the 3-point play. 22 now for Gaithright, 21 for Edwards. And it's back to an 8-point advantage now for the Vistas from out of Raleigh. As the clock nears 3.5 minutes to go, Kelly inside, forced it up over Williams, scores and drove the foul off Williams. Going to be Williams' fourth.
As a big man, you usually don't want to go down with the ball. Ended up working in Michael Kelly's favor right there.
You know what's really interesting here for St. Aug, one thing I hadn't thought about. You know, Harrison, that big guy inside, 6'8" guy, got foul trouble early in this half. When he came out of the lineup, his team really started to play better.
Yeah.
Melquan Ames and Williams have done a nice job inside. Here's Michael Kelly trying to get it back to a 5-point differential, and he does. Kelly has 9 on the night, comes in average 11.4, 71-66. St. Aug with the lead in the basketball. Edwards whips it over to Gaithright. He'll take one dribble, back to Edwards. Edwards in the corner to Gaddy. He'll arch up a long three. It's an air ball. Went right to Michael Kelly. Marcus Johnson is not at all happy with Gaddy's long three-ball attempt that ends up being an air ball. Rolling to the rack. Stop, pop, won't go, tip the rain. And Williams has got another board and he's fouled and trying to get out of traffic with it. For Williams, it's rebound number 13 on the night. We'll walk back the other way. Michael Kelly's just picked up his first foul of the night. Chowan's ninth foul, so Williams will shoot 1 and 1 here. 3:07 is what our Metal Tech scoreboard shows. Metal Tech of Murfreesboro, one of the many sponsors here at Chowan. Here's Williams at the line, who is an 85% free throw shooter. On 17 of 20 this season, he knocks it in here for his 7th point. Other sponsors here, Stitch Cat, Southern Bank, Taylor Freeze's Sales, McPherson Beverage, Central Ford, and Quick Lane over Hoskins, Subway, Southampton Memorial Hospital, First Citizens Bank. Williams' second free throw will not drop. Chowan's got a chance to get a little closer now, down 6. Boy, a three-pointer here would be nice. Bing with the basketball, flips it away to Xavier Young. Now back to Bing. Inside to 3 minutes to go here from the barrel. Chowan down 72-66. Inside to Kelly. He turns over Gaithright and scores.
Yeah, that two's not bad either, is it?
We'll take it. Michael Kelly's now in double digits. Man, could we be headed down the stretch for another close one? We expected this from St. Aug, and St. Aug's had trouble winning close games, but this may be their night. They played pretty well here in the second half. Gaithright maneuvering against Young. Now works off a pick from Williams in the corner to Edwards. And another three from Edwards is good again.
He's just about automatic from behind that three-point line.
24 from Edwards, a young man and freshman out of Durham's got a big smile on his face. Here's Sanders, coast-to-coast layup is good. Sanders with 12, and it's back to a 5-point deficit. 2 minutes left to go here in Murfreesboro. St. Aug trying to win for the 4th straight time and beat Chowan on their home floor for the 2nd consecutive year. Ball's nearly lost by Gaddy, but recovers. Williams over in the corner. Back to Gaddy. He'll shoot the three. This one's short. And they fight for the rebound. Tipped over to Sanders, and Williams knocked it away from him. Right to Edwards. So a fresh 30 seconds with 1:40 to play for St. Aug. And St. Aug lost a timeout here with 1:38 left. And let's see if it's going to be a 30-second or a full timeout. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take a break. 1:38 to go here in Murfreesboro. Chowan trails 75-70. Back for more after this short timeout. Also closed the gap a little bit with better shooting over the last 5 minutes, but Dante Edwards has just been on fire here tonight with 19 second-half points. He came in averaging 5.3 a game. His season high was 10 points. He's got 24 on the night as a freshman.
He does not need to be open on this possession.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Let someone else try to beat you.
And he's got it in the backcourt here as he come front court. 20 seconds to shoot with 90 seconds to go in the game here for St. Aug. They're trying to add to a 5-point lead. Here's Gaithright inside on Young, and he knocked Young to the deck. And it's going to be a charge here against Gaithright. That's a nice job by Young to draw that charge off of him. That's twice tonight. Gaithright used that left arm to separate himself from the Chowan defender. This is a must basket time here for Chowan, Robert. On this trip down the floor. Rowland going inside, almost lost it, and he's going to be fouled on the play. And the foul is going to be on Melquan Ames. For Ames is foul number 4. Look, got a lot of guys playing with 3 and 4 fouls tonight, but we haven't had anybody foul out.
First half wasn't very many whistles. Second half, a whole lot of whistles.
Rowland's going to get 2 free throws coming with the clock stop with 1:18 left.
These are crucial.
And Gus has got it.
Tired legs can't affect you right now.
75-71 St. Aug here at Chowan tonight. The men's action. Chowan is 73.5% shooting free throw team. Gus misses the second. Gus began tonight at 74% himself. 70 seconds left to go in the barrel. It's 75-71. Right in front it comes to Gaithright. He'll push it away to Williams. Williams was thought about going to Edwards. Now he handed it to the freshman. 9 to shoot. Well, inside a minute left. Edwards out against Rowland. Edwards going to look to do something with it off to Gaithright. And the shot clock nearly expired, and Gaithright made it just in time. I thought it was going to expire, but it didn't. Gaithright with a big bucket. Rowland quick it back the other way to Kelly for 3. Mike's got it right on the right. 14 for Kelly, and that makes it 77-74 with 40 seconds to go. And Chowan gets a timeout and a 30-second timeout.
One possession game.
Now you need a defensive stop.
Yeah.
And if you're St. Aug, if I'm Coach Marcus Johnson, if you don't get it to Edwards or Gaithright, you're going to walk back to Raleigh. If I'm Coach Marcus Johnson, I'm laying down the law here.
I'm with you right there. One of those 2 young men have to get the ball if you're the Falcons.
Those 2 guys are combined for 48 points tonight. You know, Gaithright was an all-CIAA preseason pick. He had 13, 18, and 15 against Chowan in those 3 wins last year. He's a terrific player, the young man out of Wilmington, North Carolina, who moved to begin his college career, went all the way up to Maryland, to Frederick, Maryland, to prep at Frederick Community College. And fortunately for Chowan, this is his last visit to the Helm Center. He has not lost in his career to Chowan.
Would love to send him out with a loss right here.
Yeah. St. Aug's got the basketball with 40.2 seconds to go, and they got to go to the length of the floor. Up 77-74. Remember, St. Aug doesn't shoot it as well as Chowan does, and they can't get it in bounds and calls a timeout. Gaddy looked quickly to get the timeout. They shoot 67.7% from the stripe. That's his team out of Raleigh, North Carolina, the Falcons of St. Augustine. St. Augustine's got 4 players with 4 fouls: Ames, Williams, and Harrison. Chowan with several players with 3. Next foul by Chowan's going to put St. Aug in the double bonus. Who you look at on the floor, let's see who St. Aug comes with back on the floor. Chowan's got Kelly, Sanders, Bean, Rowland, and Xavier Young on the floor. Ames, Edwards, Gaddy, Gaithright, and Williams on the floor for St. Aug. You're going to foul somebody, maybe Melquan Ames is your guy, but he made 2 early. Inbounds it comes to Williams. He's caught in the double team. Now dribbles out of traffic. It's a 4-on-1 way back. One back the other way, and St. Aug is going to run some clock.
Man, if I was St. Aug, I might have took that right there.
Yeah, I agree. 28 seconds to go. We got a foul out front by Sanders. See, fouls Gatewright. But 14 seconds went off the clock. Shot clock is off for the remainder of this one. And Gatewright, with a couple of free throws here, can make it awful tough on Chowan. Currently, it's a 3-point differential. Tyree Gatewright with 24 on the night, and he's a 71% free throw shooter on the year. And free throw is good by Gatewright.
And, you know, he's their big-time player, and usually a big-time situation, big-time players are going to step up.
He's 6 of 9 from the stripe tonight. He's a couple of points away from his season high. It's currently 27. And he misses a free throw. It makes it a 4-point game. And Sanders has got the rebound for Chowan. Hawks got to go quickly. Here's Rowland in the corner to Kelly. He'll fire the 3 ball, and it's good. Wow! Chowan gets a timeout. Kelly with 17. Michael Kelly with a big 3 in the corner.
Absolutely drilled it with 2 hands in his face.
After Chowan struggled so bad here in the second half beyond the arc to get a couple of big threes down the stretch. And this is going to be a full timeout here. 17.8 seconds ago, Chowan trails by a single digit, 78-71, and this place kind of came to life here, Robert.
Yeah.
When he canned the 3. That was a must bucket by Kelly.
Oh, yeah, must have. And they passed open a wide-open Timothy Bing, but I don't think Bing's too mad about that result.
So Chowan can get some help in the free throw line here from St. Aug. You know what's really big, Robert? You mentioned it. They had a 4-1, and you said if I was St. Aug, I think I would have took the basket. And it turns out to be they get only 1 point in the possession where they had an easy 2 on the layup, and they turned it away.
Yeah, they tried to melt some clock down and hit a few free throws, but ended up hurting them in the long run.
Murph the Hawk doing a little entertaining with the Chowan crowd on the far side. The Hawk got pretty good moves over there. Don't forget, Robin will be back here on Wednesday night, do a doubleheader. Chowan ladies and men against Salem International, step out of league play. Robert probably be a little bit late.
Oh, yeah.
Getting out in baseball practice, but we'll see him a little bit later on. 78-77. Chowan trails here at home to St. Aug by a single digit, but it's St. Aug basketball, and they got to go to the length of the floor. How about a steal on a dunk? That would be nice for Chowan.
Best case scenario.
Once again, the same guys on the floor, the guys you don't want on the line, you don't want Edwards. He's meant to only own 1 free throw all year. Both teams in the double bonus. So here we go defensively. Gaddy to the trigger to inbounds. Underneath the Chowan bucket. Looking. Now gets into Williams, and he's fouled immediately by Michael Kelly. And Williams will go back the other way. Only 1 second went off the clock.
Kelly's wanting 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Came awful close.
Yeah, it did. They called a foul on Tim Bing? Wow, they called it on Tim Bing. That's going to be Tim's 4th. Not sure what's taking it so long to get things unfolded here. So here's Williams at the line to shoot 2.
I think Bing's going to sit back there in that corner again.
Chowan fans trying to get under the skin of Williams, who calmly steps to the line and sinks the free throw.
Might be the loudest we've heard the Help Center all year.
Yeah, I agree. 79-77. 16.8 seconds left. Big free throw here by Hurt Williams. And he made both. Big guy steps to the line and makes both. He's got 9 points tonight along with 13 boards.
Oh,
and Chowan's going to turn it over. As they were trying to get it to Sanders, and he threw it behind him on the near side. Turnover is Chowan's 10th in the second half. So St. Aug's got it right back in front of the Chowan bench with a 3-point advantage at 80-77. You know, we saw Lincoln turn it over down the stretch the other night to give Chowan a chance. It's unfortunate it's the Hawks guys. Hawks doing it tonight. Gaddy looking to get it in. And stolen away by Demetrius Sanders. 5-second violation, I think.
What?
He's calling something here on the near side. He said He said that Tim Bing didn't give him enough room here.
Wow.
Coach Brett Vincent standing there talking to the official who wants an explanation here. Tim Bing trying to say what he did or didn't do. So we're set to re-trigger the inbounds. Gaddy looking to get it in, finally gets it into Williams, and Michael Kelly will foul him immediately. And we'll go back the other way. Williams just made 2. So Kelly picks up foul number 2, and it's taking a long time to play this final minute. Here from Chowan.
Some interesting officiating.
So here's Williams. If he can make both here, he can make one to make a 2-possession game here. And this one is good. St. Aug tonight from the line is 18 of 25. Same exact thing Chowan is. How about that? But St. Aug has 2 more field goals than they have. 81-77, 11.7 seconds left. And Williams makes both. He's made 4 in a row. He's in double digits now with 11. Chowan's got to roll it inbounds. They got to go quickly. Here's Rowland across the timeline. Takes it inside. Gaithright lets him go, and he lays it up and in.
We got the easy 2.
Gus ties his season high and career high with 23 with a layup. 82-79. Edwards looking to get it in. Gets it in real quickly to Harrison, who just got the lineup with 6 seconds left. Foul's going to be on Rowland. For Gus, it's foul number 4. And Harrison, who's been on the bench pretty much most of the second half in the lineup here. Harrison's a 59% free throw shooter on the year. He's got 2 coming here. 1 pretty much seals the deal. Fans starting to foul out a little bit. And Harrison got the shooter's roll.
That may be it.
Yeah, it is. Harrison had not scored a point since early in the game, but he gets a free throw here that really counts. And misses here. 83-79. Chowan just threw it away again. As trying to get it to Xavier Young was Michael Kelly, and he threw it away. Chowan's been part of their own undoing here in the second half. Not taking care of the basketball, and here's Edwards in the corner, and Chowan will not foul. Chowan's going to fall here tonight, 83-79. We'll take a break, come back and wrap this one up here tonight from the Helm Center. Chowan drops to 12-8. St. Aug goes to 7-14 with an 83-79 win here in Murfreesboro tonight. Hawks fall here tonight, 83-79 at home as they go to 5-7 in the CIAA, and overall, and 12-8 on the season. St. Aug goes to 7-14 and 3-8 in CIAA play here tonight with their win, and Chowan just couldn't make it happen down the stretch here tonight, as they had some costly turnovers in that last minute. A good free throw shooting down the stretch by St. Aug, and they put this game away here tonight at Murfreesboro as they beat Chowan for the 4th consecutive time, and they'll lead this series at 12-6. Could be, who knows, they might see each other in the CIAA tournament as they did a year ago in the first round, as that'll come up here down the road. If not, could be the last time we've seen Chowan and St. Aug for quite some time, because Chowan is moving on next year to Conference Carolinas. Let's take a look at the final numbers tonight. Chowan shoots 26 of 61 tonight for 42.6% shooting. St. Aug goes 27 of 59 for 45.8% shooting. Both teams had 9 3-pointers tonight. Chowan 9 of 32, St. Aug 9 of 27. Here's the differential at the free throw line. St. Aug 20 of 28, Chowan 18 of 29. All the boards led by Herrick Williams. St. Aug got rebounded Chowan tonight 42-36. Turnovers 14 for St. Aug, 13 for Chowan. And like I said, some costly ones down the stretch. Let's take a look at the individual numbers tonight. Chowan had 4 players in double figures, led by Gus Rowland with 23, 17 for Michael Kelly, 12 each for Tim Bing, and Demetrius Sanders, 5 for Trayvon McPhail. Deion Jordan had all 7 of his points in the first half. Xavier Young had 3. Ugi Portik played tonight but did not score. Brandon Mahan not in uniform tonight due to a sore foot. We'll see if he's back on Wednesday night when Chowan plays host to Salem International. St. Aug led by Tyree Gaithright with 25. Deontay Edwards is a career high 24 tonight, 19 in the second half. 11 by Herc Williams, 7 for Jalen Gaddy, 7 also for Rashard George, 6 for Melquan Ames, 2 for DJ Harrison, or 3 because he made one of those 2 free throws there at the end. So he had 3. Seeing action tonight and filling the score, Otis Hill and Craig McDaniel. That's going to wrap it up. Robert, Chowan in a little bit of a slump right now. They've lost a couple of games. They get a Salem International team in here on a non-conference game coming up here on Wednesday night. Salem International's got a very good basketball team. They get it up and down the floor. They run the football. They got 6 guys who average double figures. Going to be a tough matchup in 48 hours for the Hawks.
And realistically, tonight wasn't a bad effort by the Hawks. It was just key turnovers and key situations, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was 2 teams that are pretty equally matched, to be honest. And I think if you go in tonight, you think maybe Edwards, where's that 24 points coming from? And boy, he just stepped it up and played. He was the key to the ball game tonight. The point guard, the freshman from St. Aug, he was the difference in this one. We'll see you on Wednesday night.
Yes, sir.
As we're back here at the Helm Center. Chowan men and women will come bring you women's action at 5:30, followed by the men. Salem International will make the trip from West Virginia to play us here on Wednesday night. We'll be here to bring it to you. Once again, that's going to wrap it up from Robert and myself. Final score tonight, Chowan on the short end of an 83-79 score to St. Aug. Have a good night, everybody.